So plus 3 and minus 1, which is minus 3. All right, now if you look at the 4 new groups that I've combined here, or come up with, are all of them different? No. 99.99999% of the time, we're going to have to do an extra step here to combine the middle terms, because our middle terms will be alike. So I'm going to have a family of x squared, a family of x that I need to combine together because it's negative 2 plus 15, which gives me plus 13. And then I have my constant on the end. When you are multiplying 2 binomials together, your answer should be a trinomial. Okay, now what am I talking about when I say a binomial? It's got 2 terms in it. So therefore, a trinomial has 3 terms in it.
It's supposed to be negative.
Where? The 13?
Yeah.
No, negative 2 plus 15. It's okay. Okay, on your paper, I want you to use FOIL to multiply these 2 binomials together. God bless you. Annalise, would you come to the board and solve it, please? X. Very good. Thank you. Excellent. Check your answer. See if you got the same thing, because she's correct. First times first gave you 3x squared. Outer times outer gave you positive 6x. Inner times inner was negative 1x. And last times last was negative 2. Finishing it off and combining the 2 middle terms, 6 minus 1 is 5x. So that was your final answer. Okay? Now one more thing before we go. We've talked about multiplying a monomial times whatever, however many terms there are through distribution. These through FOIL. What if you're asked to multiply something like this? Very good. We cannot use FOIL because with FOIL we have the first terms covered, we have the outer terms covered, we have the inners covered, and we have last. But whatever happened to this? It never came into play, okay? So you can only use FOIL when the 2 things only have 2 terms. Now Elizabeth is exactly right. If this is the case that you're looking at, what you've got to do is distribution. You choose the group with the smaller number of terms, okay? And you're going to take x and distribute it to everything in that second term, or that second group. And then you're going to take plus 1 and distribute it again to everything in the second group. Now you don't have to write all of that out on your paper. I'm just writing it down so you can see exactly what we're doing here. Well, focusing first on this first group here, if we distribute x, we have 3x cubed minus 5x squared minus 10x. In the second one, when I distribute a plus 1, basically nothing changes. I have plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 10. Can I stop there? No, because it's not completely simplified. In order to finish it off, I've got to combine the terms that are alike. Well, there's only one term that contains an x cubed. All right? Now, what I do when I'm working these problems in order to make sure that once I've covered something, I'm done with it, is exactly what you do when you have matching on tests. If you have matching on tests and you know that you've used that answer and it's not going to be used again, what do you usually do? Cross it out so you don't look at it anymore. It doesn't confuse you, right? If I'm done with my x cubed terms, I'm going to cross it out so I don't look at it anymore. Next, I have x squared. Well, I've got a negative 5 and a plus 3x squared, which gives me negative 2x squared, and I'm done with them. Then I have my x terms. I've got negative 10 and negative 5, which gives me negative 15x, and I'm done with them. And now it's plain to see that all I've got left is minus 10. And so now I am done. I am finished. Yes?
Find the degree of a
To find the degree, oh. Yeah, I was going to let y'all investigate and read that on your own. But okay. How do you find a degree of a polynomial? All right. Within each individual term, it has its own degree. And the way you find that is by adding the exponents of each and every variable. Okay? So, if I had 2x squared y, and I wanted to know the degree of this term, it's a third degree term because it has an exponent of squared and an exponent of 1. Okay? Now, the way you find the degree of a polynomial, the term that has the highest degree is the degree of your polynomial. So, for instance, this is a polynomial because it contains more than one term. This first term is a third degree term because 2 plus 1 of the exponents is 3. This one is an 8 degree term, and this one is a 2 degree term because the 2 exponents add up to 2. So the degree of the entire polynomial is the highest degree term. So it's an 8 degree polynomial. Okay, for homework tonight, you're working every third problem from 18 to 33 and then 39 to 52. It is your 7th assignment. Don't forget the volleyball game tonight. Bonfire after, come bundled up. And this afternoon, I will be here till 3:30 for anyone who needs assistance on homework or any questions that you have. Yes?
Huh?
Okay, I'll fix that.
But it wasn't cool. It wasn't cool.